Am I? I'm not doing it this time. I'm not. No, that's not gonna be my intro today. Yeah. No, I was not fake starter trolling. That is not why I'm Boxton. I like Boxton. Boxton is my child. My beloved. But he's not as beloved as her, so let's do a matchmaking round. Let's go. Why am I in a private server if I'm just gonna do matchmaking? I don't know, I do this every day. There we go. They already have a ginger. I do not care. If they already have a ginger, that is too bad. I don't need to take tapes. I'm just going to get my tapes from machines. If there's already a ginger sprout. Oh my gosh. Best run. Best run I've ever match made into. Best run I've ever match made into. Absolutely amazing. Oh, Shelly, I ran out of time. My bad, I should have readied up, I guess. I love the Grinch. We love the Grinch. You're a mean one. It's a small lobby, so, I mean, I don't really give a frick if anyone takes types. I'm just gonna go. Oh, no. I got you, bestie. I got you, Diva. But no! Thank you. I can deal with this myself. I do not need another toon to come and save me. I can break Brush's LOS. I don't even get a V-mote. I'm scared. I was thinking of going over a lot of my videos, like 2 from every month, like watching through them to see if I could find any iconic dialogue, and then just putting it in a video. Like, I think that'd be funny. Probably more creative than a lot of my videos, at least. You got this! I'm not gonna take your candy. Taking candy is below me. I only take candies from Miata when they get hit. Or when I feel like it, really. Or when it's convenient to me, really. Get on that. You got this. You ain't disturbing her distraction. Nuh-uh. Extracting. God dang it. Nuh-uh. I got you, Diva. I feel so special right now. Oh, shoot. I can break Brush's LOS on my own. I am mostly doing this out of self-validation. I need to feel validated. Like 24/7. Or else I don't feel good enough. Run, Yada, run! Is Shrimpo alive? Nope. Cake fruit. Who doesn't love fruity cakes? I sure do love my cakes fruity. Divorce. A haunt. Do I want to say that in a public lobby of 3? I've said it in multiple other lobbies. Why am I only now feeling embarrassed when saying I'm filing for divorce? I only feel embarrassed now. Wow. When did I develop the ability to feel self-aware? Oh, look, a piece of candy. Oh, look, a piece of candy. Oh, look, a machine. Oh, look, a machine. Oh, look, a Rudy. What? Why is Rudy stalking me? Hey, hi. Hello there. She was suddenly filled with existential dread. Why are they near me? Go away, please. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Shoo, shoo, shoo. How is Yada getting hit so much? I swear I've heard her get hit like 7 times. Hey, mine, by the way. You're gonna die, I'm gonna take your... Profiting off your death, by the way. Woo! I'm gonna profit off your death so hard. I hope you don't mind, Yada, but your death is very profitable. Eat score. Yum. Don't tell me Rudy left. No, actually. Wow. Wait, that's actually really lucky. Anyway, so Yada has basically been hit 7 times. Don't know how she survived that. Whatever it is, Rudy is an icon for somehow still being alive. Never mind, Rudy left. It's just me! Well, it's not going to be just me for long if Cosmo decides he wants to murder his cousin for 1 failed skill check. Run! Run, you slow... nice words. Nice words. What the... I am greedy. Yeah. Well, I don't have anyone to heal. Good thing I did not say I'm filing for divorce. Please sell me heals, Dandy. Please don't get mad. I almost filed for divorce on floor 1. Well, it's just me. Wow, it really is just me. Wow. Gengada and... I feel like... this feels more like pity. Getting the slowest Twisteds in the game, you know? This feels like pity. Little does whoever picks these Twisteds out know is that I'm probably still gonna die. I'm gonna die because I'm greedy. It's pretty obvious. Why am I still wasting items? I don't have a team to heal. Hello. Goodbye. Hopefully. No. Oh man, my everlasting greed or wrath is going to be the death of me. Or sloth. One of the two. That's actually 3. Dang, it actually might be my stupidity. I used to bully Sprout users for getting so mad over tapes. Because I didn't use a tune that needed tapes ever. You know what? I think... No, I still hate her rework. I still... nice words. Nice words. Nice words, Ginger. Nice words. Nice words. Actually, no nice words. I fucking... No, nice words. Don't drop the F-bomb. I don't like her rework at all. I really just do not think that changing her ability, which was already amazing, was a good idea. If they wanted to make her less like Cosmo, they shouldn't have made her just a different Sprout. She was a different Cosmo. Now she's just a different Sprout. If they wanted to make her unique, they should have given her a, unique way to heal. Example through completed machines. Example, 5 machines completed. Or 10 maybe. 10 seems pretty reasonable. 10 machines completed or whatever can allow her to heal someone. And if that seems too broken, since she could just pop machines, make it so she has to do at least over 10%. Would fix hey, what if she just steals this machine? Like, give her an amount she has to do at minimum for it to count. For starters, she couldn't be a rip-off Cosmo, since he uses his own hearts, and she wouldn't be a rip-off Sprout because she wouldn't use tapes. I feel so Sigma. Whee! They need to make Twisted Ginger's attention span longer. It feels like they changed it from 10 to 8. Or 15 or whatever. I want her to have a 15-second attention span. I want anyone who didn't play last year to suffer just as much as we did. It's not that it's unfair that they do not suffer with insanely long attention span Ginger, because they are. Her attention span is still absurdly long. But it is not as comedically long. You cannot listen to the entirety of Hide Away while being chased. Hide away from me while you're running for your ever-loving life. Nah. The joy has been murdered. I don't get a feeling of existential dread. Yes, I do. I totally get a feeling of dread. Now! When I get seen by Twisted, I don't really overreact. Like, unless it's her. Dude, maybe her attention span is just still long, and I've just been desensitized to it because I wasn't really new. Not really new. I was not that new. But I was still not an OG. Actually, by that time period standards, because the game was still new, was I an OG? Kind of. Would I be by today's standards? Partially. I joined in the summer of 2024. The game was released apparently in January of 2024. And here we are at almost 2026. I would call myself a pretty OG player. At least I wouldn't say I'm new gen or mid gen. I am not that new to the game. Ooh. Yeah. Forgive me for my almost divorcement. Never mind, I hate you. I'm going with a divorce. Well. I'm filing for divorce. Oh, better stalk next time. Wow, all these tapes just for me because I'm playing alone. There are some people that I wouldn't trust with my life. You may think, well, that's a huge jump, but shut up. Specifically, if you have never felt watched while playing peaceful mode Minecraft, you have never felt that existential dread of swearing something is in that world, but you're all alone, single player, with 0 mobs. If you have never felt that, unless you say that's just because you never play single player or peaceful mode, then stay 50 feet away from me. Stay further away from me than I want Tisha to stay away from me. That is... You probably scare me more than whatever is threatening my life. I'm less scared of a mass murderer than someone who does not find, like, the feeling of being watched in, like, scary in any right. Dude, I was willing to drop a 14-floor soloist Tegan with 2 medkits and a box of chocolates because I was feeling a little paranoid. Am I genuinely paranoid? Yeah, absolutely. Do I feel like I was being stalked because even though I was playing alone? Yeah. I wouldn't have had that existential dread if freaking R&D wasn't chasing me around every floor. By that I mean every freaking floor R&D would spawn. That is not a statistic. That probably shouldn't be possible. Sure, there aren't a rare or twisted, there aren't a main or anything, but still, 15 floors. No twisted should spawn every floor for 15 floors, except for, heck, the most generic of commons. Now that I think of it, I've kind of realized the reason I hate a lot of tunes is because they do not feel like they fit the game. Even though they do. The reason I feel like they don't fit the game is because when I started, if they were released, they would feel out of place. If Sylvester was released when I was still new to the game, for example, I feel like there would have been a lot of confusion. For starters, the Halloween update would have been the first update, of which it isn't in how it actually went. The Halloween update has been... This is all to explain. The Christmas update is the first event. Okay? It happened twice in 2025. Motherfucker, how the heck did you see me? Dude, this Twis's eyesight's better than mine. Actually, I wear glasses, so that's not that hard. But still. Honestly, there's something I need to admit. Whenever I was like, oh, the Christmas update's gonna come back again, yeah, I should have been more excited than I was. The reason I wasn't excited is because I was scared they'd make a drastic change revolving the update. The why wasn't my favorite was a simple reason. The tunes were mediocre, but they fit. Ginger was a healer. She was Cosmo's cousin. She kind of fit. It made sense. Sure, it was a little unbalanced that someone missing an eye could have such amazing range, but it was kind of funny. There was no real issue with it. It didn't feel unbalanced. Her stealth made up for her low movement speed because she was meant to play with a team. That's how she was intended gameplay-wise. Rudy was so good, he did not need any part of his ability or his stats changed. Anyways, back to the topic. The update, in my opinion, was worse than last year's. I felt like, again, if they wanted to change Ginger's ability, it's a horrible idea to just make her Sprout. Sprout 2.0. Oh, the community's mad that she's Cosmo 2.0 because she doesn't feel special. Let's make her Sprout 2.0 instead. I bet the community will love making her a copy of a different character, but still a copy nonetheless. Oh, the community didn't like that she's slower Cosmo. Let's make her slower Sprout. Oh, charge up? That's an amazing idea. Let's nerf her range all the way to the underworld. Because that just makes sense. Let's make her range so bad that people who had originally used her because of that had partially have to relearn how to use the character. Because if you aren't able to adapt, then maybe you should use a different character. Okay, that sounded evil. That joking monologue semi-turned evil. Whoopsie-doopsie. If you're curious what I'm doing, I'm exploring, even though I've seen this map a million freaking times. Because it always feels special. Specifically because I like this area. This area is nice. Oh, Bob. Say it! Say the line. Please say the line. Oh, Bobette. Anyways. And again, honest opinion, Ginger would work a lot better if she used machines to charge the heal. She wouldn't be a knockoff. She wouldn't be slower Cosmo. I mean, sure, she is. But she wouldn't be as bad. She was an amazing toon, but they ruined the entire point of using Ginger. People didn't use Ginger because she was a healer, or they would probably use Cosmo. It wasn't because her extraction stats are better. It's not because of any other reason. It was because her range is better, allowing her to heal distractors from a distance. That was the main purpose. She existed to help, and she existed to support her team from a distance. That was her main use for a long time. Honestly, if they would have changed her sooner on, I genuinely feel like the change would have been, well, more okay. Because people really only complained when she was first released. Like, seriously. It took... No, I need to be nice. I don't want to blame everything on the creator of the game. I'm obviously disappointed in how they changed her, and I think I can express that without blaming someone directly. But I'm still going to be honest when I express my opinion. Though I'm going to try to steer away from being rude. It's extremely hard because of how frustrated I feel due to the changes. Even though it's been like this for a couple days now, and I should have gotten used to it by now, I still haven't because of how long I used the character. If I didn't use her as much, it wouldn't be hard at all, really, for me to adapt. It wasn't too huge of a change for really any character, if really, and to be honest. Cole having her active shortened didn't affect my gameplay at all because I rarely ever use her. If I'd use her more, I don't even think I'd complain even because the change was amazing. They didn't make her ability worse, they lowered its cooldown. Bobette's ability is still pretty mediocre. It's just Connie's, but stationary. Stationary Connie. Wow. But it's still a good ability. Ginger Rudy's ability wasn't changed at all, which is amazing because he was perfect just the way he is. In fact, Quell, if you're still open to ruining actives, you should make his cooldown shorter. Ah, my eyes. Yeah. Rudy's cooldown needs to be shorter. It's still really short. He's still amazing. But make it shorter. 15. New petition for 15-second cooldown, Rudy. In all seriousness, though, no real gameplay changes to other toons that have been minor have affected me. At all, really. I don't have Bobette. Her ability change might have affected someone because it's 8 seconds instead of 9. But, again, I don't use Bobette. Some people might have I don't think Cole's active is pretty hard to adapt to at all because they didn't change how it worked. I'm just gonna say this for the rest of eternity. Astro stole Ginger's range. Because I swear... Why is my hitbox better when I use any tune but Ginger? So is there argue using the entire box, using the box of chocolates wasn't necessary? I will argue it was. Divorce. Divorce. That is what I'm filing for. Was it something I said? Yes. Divorce. Was it something I said? Yes. Was it something? Oh, yay! I'm not that stupid. I'm not reloading a very easy to complete machine. But one issue though. I am on beep. Spare my poor idiotic heart, please. My poor naive soul needs spared. I get jump scared by like a silent twisted pebble or something. Or worse, Cole. I hate circle machines because I feel like I'm gonna get a Cole jump scare. Oh, it's Tisha. Good. Less bad than Cole. I think Ginger has really the only tune so far that has had her active like fully changed. Honestly, I think I have a video idea of like, what if I was the owner of Dandy's World? Just some things that was changed. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna dump that now because I'm probably gonna make that into a video. So here's spoilers if I do. I'm unchanging Ginger's active. Like, I'm completely reverting it and changing the cooldown from her own hearts to machines. Meaning she'd have to complete 10 machines. Because it feels, you know, more balanced. I seriously despise everything about her new active. I feel like I'm going to get hit with it. Oh, but some people joined with this as her ability. If I change it, they're going to have to deal with the exact same issues I have. I don't care. In all seriousness. I am hypocritical. I am totally willing for the idea that someone else will have to adapt. Because I refuse to. I'm a hypocrite. But guess what? I'm okay with being a hypocrite. That's how I am. Yeah, so real big spoiler, Ginger's active is being changed back, except she just needs tapes instead of, like, or sorry, she needs machines rather than tapes or her own hearts. Like, because I feel like that would have been better as the change, specifically because I want her range back. I used to be able to yell, "Get sniped." Now I can't. That makes me upset. One of my main forms of humor was ruined when they reworked her ability because it ruined my ability to yell, "Get sniped," or chase people across the map because I could always see where they were. I wasn't able to stalk anyone anymore. Yeah, anyways, if I were the owner of Danny's World, Ginger's active would be rechanged back, except she just uses machines rather than her hearts, because that feels like a reasonable change. Having her ability to heal 2 hearts, she's just a walking medkit. She's literally just a walking med. Oh my freaking, I just realized they made Ginger a walking medkit. That is exactly what they made Ginger, isn't it? Sprout, oh my gosh. She doesn't use her hearts to heal anyone anymore. She's basically just a walking medkit. Anyways, for curious why 10 machines, and not any more or any less, because it costs, I think every machine gives you 10 tapes, and it takes 100 tapes to buy a medkit. And, yeah. Just kidding. I'm doing it because of Magic Sprout. You get Sprout's ability costs 100 tapes. Hers costs 10 machines, which is equivalent to 100 tapes. Also, it's because you can buy a medkit with 100 tapes. Why? Because I'm greedy. With the ability of healing someone else, I can buy myself a heal. With an excuse. Another thing I would change is I'd probably... Oh boy. Controversial. I am buffing Twisted Ginger's attention span. Why? I hate people. I hate everyone, and I want everyone to suffer equally. If you didn't play last year to suffer through that, suffer through the original pain, you can suffer through it double. Also, people who joined anyway. Also, I'm making it so people who joined in 2024 get an exclusive skin. Why? Because I don't want people assuming I'm new, in all honesty. It ruins my very fragile ego. Like, I mean extremely fragile. I like my ego inflated, and when it deflates, I get really sad. And the ability to say, yeah, I'm an OG, and flex a skin makes me happy. Also, because there was a New Year skin this year and not last year. There was also a Christmas skin this year and not last year, and I mean like an Advent. Which would have been really cool last year, but we didn't get it. I just realized I am so freaking old. I am not even, I'm a minor. I'm a child. And here I am being like, oh, I am so old. How? It's... Okay, I'm starting to fathom this game has almost been out for 2 years. This game has almost been out for an entire 2 years. That does not sound hard to understand, but for me that is. That is hard to fathom. I have been a fan of a game for over a year. Like, I thought Danny's World was going to end up as like a 6-month hyperfixation, like how My Hero Academia ended up. You know? Because I did have a My Hero Academia phase where, like, I was absolutely obsessed with it, like, the entire summer, and then I just started dying out. It lasted a whole 6 months. Not gonna lie, that's kind of what I assumed Dandy's World was. It was just a 6-month phase, but guess what? It's been over a year, and it's not a phase, and it's not a phase. It's not a phase in our judgment. It's not a phase. It's an addiction. It's a serious addiction. It's an escape. Why am I soloing as Ginger? I did not come in to solo. This is not why I'm here. I am not here to solo. I just wanted to film a silly video. It is late at night. I am still awake. And I'm soloing as probably the worst tune to solo as in the game. And threatening Dandy for divorce because I want him to sell heels. Ah! Am I losing my mind? No! You know what? Thank you for murdering me. I am so tired of this. That was terrifying. That was terrifying. That was a shriek of pure terror. And it wasn't even a good shriek. Anyways. Maybe I'll make a video playing Nuh-Uh, because it's like a card game I got this Christmas, and it's pretty cool, and it's by a YouTuber who's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that'd be a cool video. Well, bye guys. Merry late Christmas, and happy early New Year.